the gayest podcast ever.
Hello and welcome to the gayest podcast ever. I'm Josh and I'm here with
Eric
and CJ.
Hello, boys. How are we today?
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays! It was such a ever. I love
it was. It felt weird because I was like,
she was introducing herself.
I was like, I don't think I've ever opened a podcast episode like that before.
I noticed right away.
I saw
like,
the look on your face, and I was like, well, I guess
she loves to make an entrance.
There's a lot of R's in this episode's week. Yeah. Well, I was really warming up, and I was just, kind of in it. I was channeling, Bette Midler and First Wives Clubs. Me.
You know what?
You don't.
Please don't speak about that movie after you shot down the rumors of the part 2. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Eric shared this image to our little podcast group chat, and it looked very real. And then I was like, and it literally was like,
another person who has a podcast posted it, so I thought it might be real.
It's so fake.
If it didn't come from the gayest podcast ever, it's not true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
News.
Yes, don't trust it. Yeah, I mean, and I was like, it hurts my heart to break your hearts, but I was like, I would love a First Wives sequel.
It it broke my heart,
and we already started casting it. But it just was like, I was like, no, but Diane Keaton, Bette Midler, and Goldie Hawn all are doing another movie together for Netflix, I think, or Amazon. But it's not a sequel.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
but so exciting at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, because
that's very into those sequels lately.
Yeah, she is.
Just needs to focus her ass on out of here.
Yeah, well, and I don't know so recently they just did the Kennedy Center honors. So they announced every year they do the Kennedy Center. It's like the highest award you can get from the president, or I think it's from the president, in arts and entertainment. And this year one of the honorees is Bette Midler.
Oh, I love it.
So they just filmed it, and it comes out usually in late December. But I think this year it was Berry Gordy, Motown represent.
Motown,
yep.
Come on.
Bette Midler, Joni Mitchell.
I love Joni Mitchell.
I always think of Love Actually.
Love Actually, which is like one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think. I know those were 3 of them. And I think like Brandi Carlile was there, and she's honoring Joni Mitchell. I forget who else is honoring Bette Midler, but it's like a star-studded cast. Last year,
she's been in so many things. Like
she's been like.
I'm sure Donald Trump's going to be there to honor her.
Yeah, because he skipped all 4 years of his.
He's the only president that's like skipped them all. It's like ooh. But like last year, it was Garth Brooks was one of the honorees, and Kelly Clarkson did the dance, and that was a big thing. But yeah, so that was my little Bette Midler,
Matt Midler.
Matt Midler.
Some say love it is.
All right.
Okay.
We don't have the royalties.
You're right. Well, to be fair, that'll never get flagged as anything close to Bette Midler.
Where's the giant hook?
We're still trying.
So, boys, what's been new? What's going on?
Well, we all just got back from Fun in the Sun in Florida together.
Finally, all of us took a vacation together.
Our final, our podcast vacation we've been planning for over 2 years.
Right. Fully vaxxed and boosted and ready to party.
Yeah.
And party did we not? It was a long, short weekend.
My liver is still talking to me.
The longest, shortest weekend of the year.
And I'm like, girl, you still have 3 weeks left of the holidays. Let's get it together.
I feel like Christmas is done.
Coffee, you're on the bench. Alcohol,
oh my gosh. Yes.
Well, like we said, we all told our little livers, like, be strong, little one. Like, it's about to be your time to shine. And we warmed them up this weekend.
Gotta shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah. You've had a year and a half at home to practice. Now let's do this. Real life.
Yeah. So they had, the first relay of the leg.
The problem is when you stop drinking White Claws all the time and you just start drinking hard liquor how you used to back in the day, it just doesn't really go so well.
No. So those White Claws really do, like, fuck you over. Like, they make you think, oh, this is a day drink. I can do these White Claws all day. And then you go out and drink actual alcohol, and then you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Well, it turns out an entire case of White Claw will fuck you up. Like, the problem is you don't feel anything.
You shouldn't add shots of vodka to to them. No.
Or Fireball or any other shot any random bartender can give us.
I am back on the no Fireball train. I got off.
You should have never
I was
gotten
hanging
off.
on the rail, like waving to everybody in the station. I thought I was good.
I blew up that train bridge. It's never coming back into the station.
Oh, she went True
Never.
Lies on it. She blew it up.
I love
Call me
that.
J. Lee Curtis, because no.
I love that meme when they're like, I love this candle. It smells like Fireball. And everyone's like, Karen, that is cinnamon.
Smells like my 20s. Hard pass. Bath and Body Works should make a candle called Smells Like My 20s, and it's got like the different layer scents, and first one's Fireball, and then it's like Jaeger.
As much as I buy for them, I think I'm on the board. So I'll recommend it.
Speaking of Fireball, your guys' little ginger had a little concert out there in LA. You guys were reporting about Adele. She's not a ginger, is she not?
It's like a ginger.
She's a ginger, is she not?
She's not?
She's a blonde.
Oh, okay, sure, we'll go with that. Well, anyways, how was the concert? I mean, I was getting nonstop texts. Melissa McCarthy was crying. It was in LA.
beautiful.
So for those of you who don't know, Adele
Josh and CJ love Adele, in case you didn't know.
she released a new album.
One night only that we've watched 78 nights in a row.
And in celebration of the album coming out, she did this whole 2-hour event on CBS. And
then became Peacock or Paramount Plus. Which one?
Did she
Paramount.
sing, I Want to See Your Peacock?
She did.
Then I'm not interested.
It was
Go ahead.
not televised, but yes.
But so the special was her singing some classic hits and some new stuff, and then interjected with Oprah's interview with her, which she just really talked about. And it was this Oprah interview where she's in like a fucking vineyard in California, and it's gorgeous, like how the Meghan Markle one. It's like, Oprah, like this is like if you're like, I need to have like a big fancy interview, and Oprah,
Is it at Oprah's house in like Montecito or wherever it is?
It was the Rose Garden.
So I think this one was Oprah's. The Meghan Markle one was not at Oprah's house.
Because she's not American.
No, she isn't. Who's not American?
Meghan Markle isn't American.
Yeah, she's
Oh no, she
American.
renounced her citizenship. Can she get it back?
Oh.
She had to renounce her citizenship.
Megan has renounced a lot of things. I don't want to be a princess. I don't want to be an American. I don't.
All the things that we want, Megan doesn't want.
I'll take it.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what is she like? So she was an American.
She's Harry's wife. That's it.
Yeah.
This went down a rabbit hole. But
She is the case show. What's the one where you
she's
won?
like Tom Hanks in The Terminal.
No,
like,
the money where you won the money in the case.
Oh, Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal.
No,
That's
she
what
was
she
on the
is.
other show on USA after that.
She was on Deal or No
And we
Deal.
talked about that blowjob she gave to Ted from Schitt's Creek on 90210.
The reboot of 90210.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Ted from Schitt's Creek.
Anyways, back to Adele.
Sorry, back to
Adele.
Adele. So Adele did this amazing concert, and she's got to be the first artist that have ever gone to like the Griffin Conservatory in Los Angeles. It was like, yeah, I'd like to put on a concert.
Gorgeous.
It was epic. It was so beautiful, so gorgeous.
Did both of you cry?
I cried.
multiple
I
times.
cried. And I'd seen Melissa McCarthy cry. She's like wrapped in this blanket. Like it's like the foothills of Los Angeles, and she's got like a little shawl on. And
You know-
she's just listening to Adele crying, and I was like, Melissa
Adele's just
McCarthy's my
passing
spirit
out
animal.
blankets and cocktails and,
And
being
engagement
like,
rings.
Yeah, and she
An engagement ring.
She is.
and
Did he
she's-
go to Jared?
She also said, I invited people that I love, people that I kind of know, people I don't even know at all. So she had them all
Yeah,
there.
Seth Rogen was there, and Seth Rogen said he was so fucking high. He's like, I remember most of it, but he was just like, he was like, oh yeah, I took some edibles, and he's like, I'm going to Adele concert in the fucking Griffith Observatory. Yeah,
That would have been me. I would have
The
been like,
observatory is beautiful.
I'm gonna-
If you've never been there,
And
it's so pretty.
they literally had like the best night ever, because so the concert started in the daylight, and then they literally just got the sun going down, and then it's at night. So they literally had the most beautiful sky. It was incredible. Like no other artist. Like it was number 2 for that night. The only thing that had more watchers was like Sunday Night Football, which apparently a lot of people are into. But
sports.
Yeah.
No.
but it had like over 10 million viewers. So it's like literally like more people than most shows. Not Grey's Anatomy, but most shows.
well, she's
I mean,
she's
it
living
goes
her best
pretty
life
there.
in this decade. You know, this decade's all Go girl. Living your best life.
Oh, she looks phenomenal. What do you think? So, Eric, I'm sure you've not listened to the album, have you?
No. Not even.
CJ, you've listened to the album.
I love
The
it.
one song,
Easy on Me.
Easy on Me has finally grown on me. But they're starting to overplay a little bit.
You know, Easy on Me has moved past.
Yeah, that one already hit number one. We're on to the next
We're
one.
on
Yeah, I can't.
And it's debatable which one is
We still
the
don't
next
know.
one. Because I keep hearing one song, Josh keeps hearing another, and
Yeah, I Drink Wine is the single that
Is your anthem.
Oh, and it is. If you listen to the words, it is just like, and especially because the album's called 30, and she wrote all the songs when she was 30 and going through this divorce. And 30 was a really crazy time in my life. It was pre-Spencer. And some of the songs and the words, I'm just like, girl, if she wrote this song for like late millennials, early Gen Xers.
So
like,
you think the song was written for you?
if there was any
Yes, I do.
song that I could be relatable to, it's I Drink Wine, as I literally drink a full bottle of red out of a aluminum like jug in my hand right now.
cheers, honey.
Not a jug,
Cheers.
girl. Not a jug.
But yeah, it's definitely like not like a happy-go-lucky album, but like there's surprisingly more upbeat songs than I thought there was going to be.
Oh my god, that's
yeah.
the title of the song. Is getting all of these. I've heard it on every streaming platform. I heard it on the radio today. Like, it's really gaining ground. So Josh had said something like she tends to release things differently in the UK versus the US.
That's how she did on
and this could
25.
be a very real thing. Maybe she's going to release I Drink Wine in the UK and then Oh My God in the US.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of play. We'll play it for you on the way home, Eric.
No. That's okay.
You're going to love it.
If either one of you get that for Christmas, I want the receipt.
Okay.
But you also watched a different special, didn't you?
Okay, so yes, that was a great special. A horrible special that I recently watched
Oh,
was
not horrible, girl. You can't say that to
No,
her.
I'm gonna say horrible. I'm gonna
She
say
woke up for
horrible.
you.
So last year, Mariah Carey, beloved, did this amazing Christmas special for the 2020 Christmas special. It was so beautiful. It had Billy Eichner, it had J Hud, it had Ariana. All the queens were in it. It was the
It
best.
was adorable. It was on Apple
really
TV.
good. Yes,
I loved it.
Apple TV really
Yep.
pulled it out. It had Rocco and Ro, her two kids in it. So this year, Mariah said, "Oh, I'm going to do The Magic Continues." Another Mariah special. And so I am
We were just talking about sequels never
Yes.
living up to the original.
I'm so excited, literally just like pissing myself, like, girl's gonna turn it out again. Like, we're ready to go. So the first thing I did when I got home from our little gaycation on Sunday was, we got to watch the Mariah special. It's been on. So we play it. She starts off with a song that's new. It has Khalid, Love Him, and then Kirk Franklin. Take Me Back to 2000. Hello, he's G.O.D., whatever the songs he used to do.
Oh, I've heard this song.
Yeah.
It's 6 minutes and it's terrible.
It's a horrible Christmas song. And she said,
Terrible.
"Oh, it reminds me
Mariah,
of the
all we
Christmas
want for
past."
Christmas is you.
So, no, yeah, all I want from Christmas is Mariah to sing the one song that she's been singing for Christmas.
The number
for
one hit
decades.
for the past 12 years.
So let's start it out. The background, the scenery, gorgeous. It's this gold and silver Art Deco scene. Looks like it's on the top of the Empire State Building. She's in this beautiful.
So they-
you can just picture CJ
Yeah.
with his wine like all ready for it.
so they
Mama,
threw
I
the
was
money
there.
at it.
Yeah.
They threw the
Mama,
money at
I
it.
was there
He's
ready
thinking,
for it.
like, let's do this.
Don't care for the song. Everything else is gorgeous. She's in this $60,000 like Versace gown that weighs 60 pounds. It takes up the entire stage. It is literally the train of the century. I'm like, okay, I can forgive the first song. Everything is gorgeous. Cut the song. We're done with it. Move on to an interview. Okay, interviews are fine. Let's go on with it. She
Sure, they're
does
like
an
commercials.
interview
Next.
with some Australian I've never heard of in my life. The kids come out. They're adorable. Okay, I'm still feeling you. And then he's like, okay, let's sing another song. Great, love this. Let's move on. Next song. She sings another song I've never heard of in my life. And she's doing the whistle tones. You can tell she's not really singing the whistle tones. And they're like, great, thanks everybody. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have started this in the middle of the goddamn special. Now we're rolling the credits. What is happening here?
didn't start at the beginning?
Let's turn it over. No, the entire special is 18 minutes, 2 songs.
Stop.
2 songs.
18 minutes?
18 minutes and 2 songs I've never heard of in my goddamn life. First of all, she
The
looked...
magic continues.
I'm crying right
She looked gorgeous. Her tits were front and center. Mind you, they were like distant cousins. One was over here, one over here. They weren't close sisters. But
I 18 minutes.
I was like, what the fuck has happened?
Would you have asked for a refund?
18 minutes.
That's the weird thing. It's like, it was like you could have done like a 10-minute thing or a 30-minute thing.
We have
but-
literally been talking more than she did this special.
Oh, to have been a fly on the wall and seen his face when this special
Like,
ended.
Steve was like,
She's like, rewind, and it's like, oh.
Steve literally accused me of watching it on the plane. He's like, no, we started where you left off. And I was like, I've never seen
Do you know
this
how many
before in
gay
my
men
life.
fought this night? Like, you did something to the TV.
I had to pull it up and be like, no, the IMDb says 18 minutes long.
Oh,
What kind of fucking special is that, Mariah? It's
I
not.
mean, she had other things to do.
She emerged from the sea
She
for this
was busy.
Christmas, and she
I mean,
just-
it took her 78 minutes to get up with that gown that weighed 60 pounds.
Couldn't wear it the whole time.
and you know,
She did have 6 guys hold up the gown and take her to the guy who interviewed her. Like, that's how heavy the gown was.
I mean, I almost want to just watch this out of amusement now.
Well, go ahead, girl.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to know the songs anyway.
I have no words.
18 minutes.
Was it like Jesus born on this Christmas day? Was it like stuff from the old album?
No, they were both new songs.
See, this is like what I hate when I go to a concert. I don't want to hear your new shit. I am here to hear your old shit. Like, I paid for this concert for a reason. I don't care about the album you're promoting next year. Like,
Yeah, play the hits.
Rock
yeah.
and roll.
Play
were
the
wearing-
hits. Show me the receipt.
Rock and roll were wearing sweatpants. Her kids were wearing sweats.
Not rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
To be fair, were they like Gucci sweatpants? Like,
To be
Were they
fair,
worth more
I
than-
can't get over that you call them rock and roll.
That's their names.
But Morocco and
and-
Monroe.
That's what Mariah calls them, rock and roll.
because they're her children.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. We refill our glasses, and yeah. No, we refill CJ's aluminum
Refill our
container.
thermos.
Aluminum thermoses. Thanks.
All right. And we're back, and after the terrible Mariah review of her Apple TV, is on Apple TV. That's what
Apple
that-
TV.
All right, so don't tune
Rock
into
and no.
Oh, yeah, rock and
No.
no for sure.
we thought we'd talk about some of the things that we are enjoying watching that have been kind of like on our radar. What's kind of been our go-to?
Before we get into the thing that we've all watched, I just thought of this. Sorry. I just started this show called Coming Out Colton. He's an NFL player. Do you all know who the Colton guy is?
No. I've been living in a closet.
Colton is not an NFL player.
What is he then?
He was a bachelor.
No, he was
Oh my
also an
God.
NFL player.
No.
Yes.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Colton.
That's how he got on the. He was like a former
Yes.
NFL
Yeah,
player.
Oh my God. I love that. You heard
Yeah,
it.
Josh.
Josh never
Boom.
did- No, he's an NFL
CJ,
player.
you take that mic off and you drop it.
Colton, like
Colton, yes.
from The Bachelor.
Mama, yes.
Underwood, right? Isn't his name Colton Underwood?
Underwood, yes. Mama, you've not, obviously Josh has not watched the show.
And I won't watch it out of respect for the LGBTQ community.
So I will agree with you there. I did watch the first 2 episodes, and
did he play for like one season? Who did he play for?
And the Philadelphia
He
Eagles.
was-
and the Oakland Raiders.
so he was
Colton Underwood played for the
So-
Philadelphia
so-
Eagles and the.
Yes,
he
girl,
was
I
in
just
the-
said it.
he was in the same draft class as Michael Sam.
Oh my
did
God.
play. Oh, he came out then.
He came out that year. So that
And I heard he's in the documentary.
And so that's the whole thing about like how bad he feels because Michael came out and he didn't speak up.
No, he went on an all-girl dating reality show.
It's sad, yeah. He went.
Yeah, this is
me. This is worse than me marrying a girl, y'all.
So I will tell you,
you didn't profit from that.
I was not interested in watching the show at all.
Maybe this should be flipped.
Because I do think that Colton Haynes is really. I'm not a fan,
Wait,
guys.
Colton Haynes is on it too?
Not Colton Haynes. Sorry.
Colton Underwood.
Oh,
Colton Hunter is.
Colton Haynes just hit a variety.
No, the best part of the show is Gus Kenworthy.
I love Gus.
And Michael Sams.
Because they're his like gay mentors.
Pretty much. So
I air quoted that real hard, y'all.
So I watched 2 episodes of it, and let me tell you, dramatized. Because first of all, it's Netflix is following him around, and the show's called Coming Out Colton. It's hard to believe that he called Netflix and said, "Hey y'all, I'm going to come out to my family. I'm going to come out to my coaches, and y'all should be there and document it." I gave him an accent because why not? But yeah, like his mom, she's like, "Oh yeah, Colton, I still love you. This is a shock to me, but
so it's like
you're
Kardashian
still my
reality.
son."
Like we're on take 3.
Yeah, and then he's like, "I'm so scared of what my dad will say," and the dad's like, "Well, son, this is a shock, but I still love you because
His
you're
dad
my
said he wished he would
son."
have found out on TV that he was coming out.
I don't believe it. Didn't he come out on like the People magazine? Like, so why is Netflix now trying to be like, "Oh, we documented the whole thing"?
Let's come out with a bang.
Listen, Colton, Mama. Courage, you came out. You're in a sport that doesn't really allow gays in it. Whatever.
I did not know he was in a sport, so I'm still processing all this.
Come on, Mama. Come on. No, don't try to be like the rest of us who had to really like come out to our family and deal with the like what happens next. Like. So that's what I'm going through.
It just feels very processed to me.
It was so processed.
Everything I saw, it looked very processed, and I was like, well, this is not a reality. And like, to be fair, I think if it helps one kid... I'm rolling my eyes so hard. They're going back.
I was going to say, I could go pick them
But
up.
I'm like, if it helps one kid, then I guess it's for the best. But I don't think it will.
The rest of us,
I think it's artificial.
Yeah, the rest of us didn't have like famous Olympians and NFL players coming to our like side.
Yeah, that would have made it way more easy.
To mentor us on how to get through. Gus actually asked him, "Oh, have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race?" Come on. We didn't have that growing up.
No, you feel your way through it, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I've just been watching Bravo stuff.
So you'll probably love this.
And listen,
I mean, he should be on the new show.
When I started watching this, I thought, why haven't I not been watching this? Because this is horrible.
No, because Vanderpump Rules used to be my favorite show on Bravo, and it's just totally sucking since they kicked, like 4 of the main characters off. But like one guy's on it, James Kennedy, he's a DJ. Him and his girlfriend have had this whole relationship for 5 years, and they got engaged, and they couldn't go to Coachella where he wanted to do it, so he called it Raquella. He called it Raquella, and that's how they got engaged. They called off their engagement, and apparently she gave him the ring back at the reunion, so I can't wait to see that. And then Fancy Pants Heather Dubrow came back to the OC. They gave it a new little fire under it. So
the OC's still on?
Oh yeah, that was the original Housewives. They're about to do
Oh, I was like Misha Barton.
Oh no, of Orange County. They're about to do a Real Housewives of.
I was in the same boat as Josh. I was like, what?
They're about to do a Real Housewives of Dubai, which will probably make us feel all super duper poor.
Adam Brody was my boo back in the day.
And then, happy Christmas
in Dubai. Like Sex and the City?
Yeah, like Real Housewives of Dubai. They're about to do one.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to make you feel super poor. And then just like
that's all in America.
This ultimate girls trip.
Somebody at the table.
No, Andy has started this ultimate girls trip now where he brings like different housewives from different shows and takes them on vacation together. Oh, and it is a huge thing. Like right now, there's 2 from New Jersey. Kyle from Beverly Hills. There's 2 from... New
Time
York
out.
and 2 from Atlanta. And
Eric-
they go to Turks and Caicos.
Time out. Literally, guys, for those of you who don't know, Eric loves the Real World Road Rules. This is literally his housewives in the Road Rules Real World Challenge.
But they're not challenging. They're just drinking and fighting the whole time.
Which is a
It's
challenge.
Exactly.
No, because
what you-
the Challenge
it's-
All-Stars is terrible. We have tried to watch it, and, like, it is really awful. Like, we usually have a Wednesday little group that we get together with and watch the Challenge. And we're like, oh, let's watch the All-Stars. And it's literally all the older people from, like, Landon and MJ and
Mark.
Oh
Darrell
my God, I
and,
love you,
and Mark. And,
Katie.
like, their challenges are, like, you gotta scoot across this beam while we shoot, like, super soakers at
Yeah,
you.
because they're 50.
And I'm like, this is awful. I
They should
cannot
make them
watch.
drink.
They all cry all the time.
How many shots of Fireball can
Oh
you
my
puke?
God! First of all, Katie Doyle was my neighbor in Lexington. I love you, Burl. We're not talking about you right
What's
now.
a burl?
You know Burl?
No, I just think it's funny, but it's essentially. And my other favorite thing about it is that Eric finally had to pay for a streaming service to watch it.
I don't like it. I don't love it.
He's like, which one of you got Peacock Plus? I need to watch this. and we're
Welcome
like,
to the
none of
real
us.
world.
And he's like, oh, so he had to subscribe.
But Josh
to
just
some-
told me that Yellowstone is on that, so I'm really
First
excited.
of all-
Yes.
Because you guys all know, like, Rip from Yellowstone. I know Benny from, like, Dazed and Confused. That's where I know Cole Hauser from. And I thought he was cute back in the day. You guys have no
I didn't
idea
even
who I'm
know
talking
that
about.
there were different levels of Peacock. I just subscribed.
Of course
Yeah.
you don't. Like, there's different levels of gay. Like,
Mama, I'm
Like,
at the
you're
highest
basic.
gay.
Are you at the Colton Underwood level of gay? Do you have a gay mentor?
I do not.
But no, so one of my really good friends, Jenny, she recommended 2 shows to me. We went out and we had a little day drinking night. You love that? Well, we started early. We closed
Pre-evening.
down. Yeah. Well,
This tracks.
It started early and then we closed down the bar.
Tracks.
Yeah. But so she's like, Josh, there are 2 shows that you don't watch that you absolutely should. And the first one she mentioned was Yellowstone, which I've started now and I'm completely enthralled with. It's got Kevin Costner. So I think it is a Paramount Plus show, but it also is on Peacock, I've discovered, and I just DVR'd a bunch of episodes. So it was also on something on my YouTube TV. So I don't quite 100% know where it airs, but it stars Kevin Costner. He's like the matriarch.
Like a fine
Patriarch.
wine, Kevin Costner.
Sorry.
too.
The Ranch. Was
Yeah.
he in the Ranch?
Oh, I didn't watch The Ranch.
No. That was Sam Elliott.
Oh, never mind.
With
Kevin
Ashton
Costner-
Kutcher?
Ashton
Yeah, Ashton
I
Kutcher
didn't
and
watch
Danny
that.
Masterson.
So
He seemed like he would have been in the Ranch.
this Yellowstone essentially takes place out in Montana, which P.S. is gorgeous.
I want to go to Montana so bad.
Oh, we should go there. We should do an episode.
Does
there.
anyone have a condo?
Yeah.
in Montana?
Friends, if you want us to film an episode live in Montana, hook us up. Slide into our DMs.
Kelly didn't invite you all to her little cottage out there?
Girl, she sold that. He's like, you can keep that fucking
That
thing
one
in the
bedroom little
divorce.
condo she got?
Like when she was singing from the bathroom in quarantine.
We're trying.
Yeah. But so he's the patriarch of this family and he's trying to keep his ranch from developers. And then also, there's also a Native American tribe that shares land and they're like, well, technically the land was ours first. But he's been making this money. So it's very intricate. But he's got 4 kids and they all kind of have like different little
And that daughter,
specialties.
cray-cray.
Oh, she cray cray. I love a good cray cray daughter. But anyway, so it actually is very, very, so it's very good. If you haven't, I just started it, so don't send any spoilers
It's got
to
a
me.
little Sopranos aspect to it, so...
So it's also very similar to Succession.
Yeah.
Which is the other show that Jenny recommended.
Well, hold on.
to
Before
me.
we jump into Succession.
Oh.
Do you guys, I mean, like Kevin Costner, like, what are your thoughts? Because Kevin Costner's like one of the original daddies for me.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
he ages like a fine wine. And like, for Love of the Game, when he was like the Detroit pitcher, it just sealed the deal for me.
For love of the gays.
I
yes.
still think that Kevin Costner is, I would still,
Oh, she can get it.
yesterday,
She can get
today, and tomorrow.
I don't know about
it.
that.
She could dance with this wolf.
Yes. She can see my
Are we talking like Waterworld, Kevin Costner?
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
With the
I'll-
long
I'll-
hair.
You can have whatever Kevin Costner you want.
Girl, I'll flick those gills.
But when he...
Ooh.
Okay.
That's too far. Too far.
All right. So
we never got too far.
Succession.
Yeah. No. So Succession is another show that my friend Jenny recommended, and I binged this season. So I thought I was current up until our weekend in Florida. Eric got that episode because you got home before me.
I'm caught up and now I'm ahead of you.
I
Yeah.
just started
One
because you guys kept talking and talking and talking about
Because,
it.
girl, we ran out of shows. There was nothing.
Listen, it is good. It is good.
So it's won all the Emmys. And that's
Yeah.
when it was kind of got
and
on
I
my radar.
really like Little Culkin. Kieran Culkin.
Oh, I hate Little Culkin. So well, listen. Little Culkin and I have a.
I'm like, go to the third floor.
I kind of love him, but I kind of hate him.
So it's super funny is because I ran into him in Detroit at the Skip in
Literally?
in
Lil
September. I have photos. Yeah, I sent you guys this. I was like, everyone's like, yeah, he's here for Succession.
This is your other podcast.
Why was he here for Succession?
I don't know if he was promoting it or something or other.
that better be all.
But I literally was taking photos, and I was like, guys, this is Macaulay Culkin. But because I'd never seen Succession, I found this out later. I was like taking photos. We were at the Skip.
I love the Skip.
I know, super cute in that little alleyway in Detroit. And I was like, that is Macaulay Culkin's little brother. What is he doing here? He's got a wife, he's got a little baby. And I was like, everyone's like, oh, Succession. I was like, what is Succession? And then it won all the Emmys. And then I was like, all right, let me dive into this. So it's the family that you kind of wish you were born into because you wouldn't have to worry about things like money. But I mean, I guess you also have to worry things about like jail time.
It is very Trump-esque, though.
But the only actors I knew from it were Kieran Culkin and then the guy who played Cameron in Ferris. It was not
Ferris
Cameron.
Bueller's-
Cameron is his name in Succession.
And Family-
but in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the best friend.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Really?
Cameron in Ferris? I think his name was Cameron too.
I didn't know he was in that.
Is it Connor in Succession?
It's Connor in Succession.
Yeah. But
well,
those were the only two actors I knew. But
Oh, I knew the dad from Aaron Brockovich.
Right, same.
The dad is the attorney in Aaron Brockovich.
you mean Erica Girardi's husband? That movie's based on Real Housewife reference.
What?
We don't watch that.
So Real Housewives of Beverly
God,
Hills,
these are
Erica and Tom
connected.
Girardi. Aaron Brockovich is based off of Tom Girardi and his law firm. That was his law firm that won all that. So hopefully all those people got their money.
My life has been flipped upside down. Thank you, Will Smith.
She just called me Will Smith.
This is the Red Table with Jada Pinkett. So yeah, and there. Well, now by the third season, there's a shit ton of guest stars.
I'm only on season
Oh.
one.
Oh yeah, Adrian Brody's in it. Alexander
Brody?
Alexander Skarsgård's in it.
I love the Scars Girls.
There's
Holly
Hunter's in it.
season 2.
Oh yeah,
Holly Hunter is.
Raya Jarrell.
Oh
Yes.
So for those of you who haven't watched
I
Succession,
am hard as a rock right now. I love all these names that you're telling me.
Oh, there's a urinal scene with Eric Northman from
yeah.
True Blood.
Yeah.
Alexander.
There's
yeah.
a scene. There's a couple
You'll get there
scenes.
one
you
day.
guys need to cover your eyes.
No, you keep waiting for the gay scenes to happen, and they keep toying with your emotions.
That is so season
Keep
one.
toying. Keep toying
Season
with
one,
them.
I keep thinking something gay's about to happen, and it's not happening. And I've got like the biggest heart on by the end of the show, and it doesn't happen. So you're telling me
I sent Josh a TikTok video. I was like, it's Succession, and it's like the Succession kids making Thanksgiving dinner. And it was
so good.
literally, he's like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like, these people did it perfectly.
oh my
They
god,
did.
I'm so excited for the rest of it.
I was texting with some friends, and I think it was actually our friend Gwen, and she texted me and she was like, Shiv and Tom are gonna win it all. I don't know what they win, but they're gonna win it all. And I was like, I love
You know
fucking
who turned
Shiv
into a
and
little
Tom.
tall drink of water, too, was Greg.
Greg
got like super hot out of nowhere.
Cousin Greg is like, you're like
He's
that.
so stupid
I
as
did
fuck,
think-
and I can't stand
I was
him.
like, there's no way you're gonna survive. And time again, you're like, what?
no,
Cousin
I can't
Greg?
decide who I'd kill first, Tom or Greg.
Well, Tom is a no-brainer for me.
So that's so funny because and Tom's grown on me. I kind of root for Tom.
I don't understand how we're at the same point in the show, and Tom has grown on you.
Yeah,
Like,
Tom is completely.
And like, fuck, marry, kill, I am gonna kill Tom.
No, I'm fucking
three?
Shiv the whole time.
I love Shiv.
I kind of lost
I
interest in
love
Shiv. Although the name Shaban, just like I was like, it pops out at me.
Yeah, but so if you're looking for, I mean, again, these are all like premium streaming services, but
It's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max. Yep, the first three. Season 3 is currently airing, and
Correct.
we're almost done.
If you have AT&T as your wireless supplier, they'll give it to you for free.
I'm not gonna give too much away because you're not there yet. But I do love in like one of the deals and part of the third season, they're like, okay, and you no longer have access to the private jets. He's like, you're not taking the PJs. Like, I would be like, that would be my first thing. Like, nah.
As a season 1 person, it does come across a very Trumpish family. Like, I can see like the hierarchy. Like, Trump
I get Murdoch.
Okay,
That
is it. Yeah, I never would have thought about that.
It is 100% the Murdochs.
I thought Trump the whole time because of the brothers trying to like swindle them way
the daddy
in.
Murdoch owns Fox News, and because they own a Fox News.
I get it.
They call it America News Network. Something like that. They call it something.
ATN,
Even the brothers.
ATN, American Television Network. It's
So
ATN.
where I'm at, the brothers even like local TV dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the sons, because Rupert Murdoch has like 2 sons, and they're kind of fighting for who's going to be able to take over the
Colin, what's her
Empire.
face? Shiv would have been a very.
I mean, I was sold from the first episode.
Are you into like Kieran Culkin's like weird sexual
No,
thing yet?
that's season 2.
Oh. Like,
Don't give it away.
It gets
It's so-
real weird.
It's real weird.
I have a love-hate relationship with McCulkins. Like, I'm not sure if I'm attracted to them.
They're not McCulkins.
or-
It's just Culkin. It's Macaulay Culkin.
and Kieran Culkin.
So they're the McCulkins because that's how I know them.
I like it. But yeah, and I will tell you this. It doesn't get any easier because there are times where I'm like, "Oh my god, you're so dirty," and then I was like, "Ooh, you're so dirty."
So I will
it's
say-
like really
Like sometimes
fucking
even ask her, like,
weird.
am I attracted to you? Am I not attracted to you?
That's exactly. It's the weirdest fucking weird.
And also
It's so
for our
weird.
listeners, this is me. I'm only gonna have 2 glasses of wine tonight. Oh shit, no, I need the rest of the bottle. Like I've got to finish this episode. Just bring it to me. Like that's how it makes me feel.
Yeah, my other favorite thing. Eric texted me one time. He's like, because the family's their last name is Roy, so it's the Roy family. He's like the Roy family gets to go everywhere.
Everywhere. Like every day they're all just like, oh, we're going, like there's an episode where she just, like, not even a spoiler, like she gives her dad a book of houses for his birthday, and he's looking through them and he's like, these houses are all so beautiful, and she's like, well, Dad, like these are our houses. And he's like, are they? And like she's like, yeah, like that's the mailbox, and the book is like thick, and I'm like, spoiled bitch.
It's like a coffee table
They
book.
also use that personal.
Their mom lives like in his. Oh, you get to meet their mom in season 2.
Oh,
she lives in like a
mom.
castle in London. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
so poor.
Yeah.
But that helicopter, they use it like it's just sitting there, and
That's
they're
how they
always
get-
like, "We
you
gotta go
wonder-
somewhere." Helicopter.
You
bye.
wonder how people in Manhattan get placed so fast, and it's like if you're rich enough, apparently you just take a helicopter
Oh,
to Manhattan.
and in
It's
season
always
3,
parked right there.
they're fighting so bad that like there's a scene where like they each have their own helicopter and their own plane and their own cars, and I'm like, must
they're,
be
like,
nice
racing. It's
for
so
these
good.
like sibling disputes. They're like, I'll take my own helicopter and my own plane.
I even think episode 1 or 2 of the series was like, let's play a game. And like, there's 7 helicopters, like, and everyone's in a helicopter, like, flying away. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, mama.
yeah, no.
I
but
want to
so
be you, thanks.
It definitely is something to watch and behold.
Yeah, you
but-
should be watching it if you're not.
Yeah. And so once CJ gets caught up, I'm sure we'll have some things to say about how
We'll
it
discuss
ends.
further when you.
Either I'll be mad or I'll be happy. We'll see.
Yeah. Either way, you still won't be Roy rich. We're Detroit poor.
Not from this podcast.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick little break, refill our glasses, and we'll be back in a second. And we're drunk and we're back.
Coming from the other side.
Oh, go easy on us, Eric. So the last thing that we thought we'd kind of start to chat about is just some of it's officially like award season, pre-award season, I guess. Nominations are starting to roll out. The last eligible films and stuff like that is starting to come out. But I know the Grammy noms are out.
Yeah, I mean,
And Drake's no longer a part of them.
it's still a weird year for like awards.
Well, the last time we talked about them, like we were like, all the award shows sucks, and then all the COVID hit.
But no one people kept putting off albums and putting off movies and putting off TV shows because they were like, oh, wait, COVID's fucking us all over. And now they're all at like a tizzy, like, do we put it out this week or this day because so-and-so else is going to come back? Like, we're in a weird position right now.
Yeah, It is, and like I think
nobody can compete with all the Marvel movies.
Well,
Like, it's just
that's
all there
a
is.
given, Eric.
well,
That's
like
a given.
money-wise, but not really a war. Like
Marvel's 63 is out next Tuesday, so
I don't know
what that
is.
means.
well,
But I'm ready to watch it.
Scarlett Johansson's daughter's in it. Paul Rudd's son. We don't even know.
This sounds amazing.
The Marvels continue.
The next generation. I'm here for it.
Young Avengers.
Brothers. Chris is bringing Liam in. Like,
Miley gonna be in it?
Oh.
Miley has already been in a Marvel movie. You don't know this, but still.
I mean,
She has.
Yeah, she was in Guardians of the Galaxy. She played the robot.
I did not know that.
Mama, I'm here for your trivia.
This is I've gotten such an education today.
You
on this
learned so much
podcast.
today.
I know. It's because I told Eric I knew everything, and now they're trying to humble me.
To be fair, though, the People's Choice Awards are like the MTV Awards. Like, nobody really cares.
So is this like fan voted?
You mean like the
Oh
you
yeah.
mean the People's Choice Awards that's gone tonight?
So this makes sense why all
It
the
airs
Marvel
tonight.
movies are gonna win or are nominated because the fans love
Funniest
them.
movie was like Coming to America 2. And listen, I loved Coming to America, but yes, I watched Coming to America 2. You maybe got like 3 like for me, like it was not hilarious.
I was so ready to watch it. And then
Funniest movie now.
Every single person I heard that watched it was like, "Don't do it." And I was like, "Oh, the first one was a staple in my childhood."
It was alright. Yeah,
McDowell's.
same.
I've not watched either.
No, really.
no.
The first one. I mean, it's got that '80s humor to it. It's Eddie Murphy in his prime.
love-
And that
Some
was they
80s,
like brought a
so-
lot of that stuff back into this one, which you're just like, these jokes just aren't landing anymore. Like,
Yeah, but we're like, so like December is usually like when they last start throwing some of the movies at like the Academy Awards and all of that stuff. It's still eligible because like West Side Story, the Steven Spielberg, they're reading, it's getting like rave reviews. Like they're saying it's Spielberg and some of his best.
spoiler alert, he dies.
Has guy from Baby
Driver?
Baby Driver, yeah. Isn't he in it?
Ansel,
Engelwart.
yeah,
And he is-
Engelhart.
I don't think he'll get a nomination. It doesn't sound like he's doing, but the girl that plays Maria, I think her name's Rachel. They're saying she's getting rave reviews. They're saying that who was in the original one that came back? She won the Oscar back in 1960 for the Rita Moreno.
Rita yeah.
Moreno. And they gave her a whole new role, and they kind of like created a new role for her, and they say that she's phenomenal in it. And then the girl that plays Rita Moreno's character, and I'm blanking on the name. She sings, "This is life in America." But it's Rita Moreno's character. The girl that plays her, we watched her in Prom the musical. On
I
Netflix.
love that.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Her name is Ariana DuBois, and I heard she's phenomenal, and she brings a whole nother like kind of like new aspect to it, and I heard she's really great.
I have to say,
This is why I can't wait for real award shows.
yeah, as a musical fanatic, West Side Story was not my jam.
So I said the same thing to Spencer. I go, we might have to rewatch the old one because the last time I saw it, I was in like high school, and I didn't love it.
Although you could find
There's
me
very
at,
few musicals that I like.
You
though.
could find me at Soho any given Sunday singing "Something's Coming," but still, I don't know anything.
I just want to give you like a little preview of what like. This is the People's Choice Award. So these are the actors that are the male movie star of 2021. Chris Pratt, Tomorrow War. Okay, fine. Daniel Craig, No Time to Die. Fine.
Fine.
Dwayne Johnson, Jungle Cruise.
No, that also tracks with the other two. I think.
Eddie Murphy, Coming to America.
Okay.
John Cena, The Fast Saga. Ryan Reynolds, The Free Guy. Vin Diesel, The Fast Saga. Like, and then the actresses like Leslie Jones, Coming to America 2, Selma Hayek, The Hitman's White Bodyguard, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, Awkwafina, Shang-Chi, and Legend of the Ten Rings. Like,
Shang-Chi.
people are voted. Where is the Hollywood Foreign Press? I need the Golden Globes.
Well, again-
and they better have a good host this year.
We didn't
honey,
have
you
a lot of
know-
films.
Eric, we talked about this last year. The Golden Globes are done.
They're done, girl.
They're done. They're all withdrawing their names.
WTF?
Yeah, no, remember, they're the racist people who take all the money. They take all the bribes.
But
No.
you're allowed to drink at those award shows.
It's canceled.
That's-
It's
And
done.
I
they're
like when they
canceled.
come on stage and they're drunk.
Yeah, no, it's done.
Well, Mama,
You gotta
we're
find a
on,
new-
What am I supposed to watch? The Oscars? Like,
you can watch us right now because we're drunk.
No, we're done with the Golden Globes. They got canceled.
oh, I hate it.
But yeah, so like we'll kind of see. That's the only other big movie I think coming out this December is West Side Story. I can't.
When does the Will Smith
No,
movie come out?
excuse me. No, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, a Marvel
When does
movie.
King Richard come out?
Oh, girl, it's on HBO Max.
That's already out.
And then there's got
No,
there's
the
another
biggest
one.
movie in December is definitely Spider-Man, which is a Marvel movie. Far From Home. Is it Far From Home?
I just
No
rolled
Way
my
Home.
eyes.
Sorry,
No Way
No Way
Home.
Home. It's the biggest one in
Girl,
December.
and it's got everyone you love in it.
There's that Diary of Jordan that Denzel Washington's producing that has a Michael Jordan in it. I'll watch
No,
that.
Mama, no one's ever heard of that.
I never heard that. It'll probably be on a
And
streaming
what about
service.
the gay movie, the Single All the Way or whatever on Netflix? Didn't one of you
That's
watch
on
that?
That's a
Netflix.
streaming
One of you little queers
movie.
watch that, I'm sure.
I've not watched it yet, but I will. It's on my list.
Well, and so going back to award shows, like the Grammys, so their nominations are out. So music's done for the year. So the eligibility period for music ended on September 30th. So the new Taylor Swift, the new Adele, all of that is ineligible. So those people who are like, why weren't they nominated? Sit your asses down. We'll talk to you next year. So the big
So next year when everyone's like, easy on me, didn't that come out 7 years ago?
Yep.
It did.
and we're making a lap up.
I heard, Jake Gyllenhaal's presenting like Artist of the Year. Good luck, Taylor. No, just kidding.
We just said Taylor's not going to be there.
That is so
It was a bad
rude.
joke.
No.
It's so rude.
She's just
so
trying
mean.
to catch up to it. Well, I mean, we know her fucking Billie Eilish got 7 nominations.
Yeah, I don't understand your hatred for Billie Eilish.
So, you know who did get some nominations, who I'm so happy for? Olivia Rodriguez.
Well, she's been it this year.
Listen, Mama ruled.
She tied with Billie Eilish
the
for 7.
shittiest year we could have had. Olivia brought.
We're gonna play a new
it.
drinking game that every time she just says "Mama," you gotta take a drink.
That's my new word, Mama.
I literally was like, "This is like a real word in your vocabulary now."
Mama. I had a fight with someone in Pittsburgh, and I said "Mama" to her face.
And that's when it was born. When you when you had to get in a fight, you were like, "Oh,
Listen, I'm too young to be a mama.
We went from
I might
girl
as well
to
call
mama.
everyone else
Yeah.
Mama. I'm aging.
So the most nominated artist is Jon Batiste, and Jon Batiste, he is very attractive. He's a tall,
Yes, Mama.
dark
Is
drink
he
of water.
Frost?
He leads the band on Stephen Colbert.
Okay.
But then he also
So cute.
yeah,
so cute.
he also made a lot of his own music, and he did all the music for Soul. That movie that was on
Yes.
Pixar, Disney Plus. But so he's the most with 11, and then in second place is 8 nominations, and it's 3 ways. It's her,
H.E.R.
Doja Cat,
Love her.
and the Biebs. Justin Bieber.
Biebs-
Did you listen to that album?
Biebs came out with a hit every other week. Like Biebs was dropping them,
He was Peaches.
and they were hits.
Only
they were
You?
jams.
They were jams.
I love that he got a peach tattoo.
Did he?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of room for
Yeah.
tattoos, but she got her peach tattoo.
And then in third was 7 for Billie Eilish and Olivia Rodrigo, who is nominated in the big 4 categories.
Is Billie Eilish still here?
Yeah.
She's still here.
But if Olivia Rodrigo
Open
wins,
your eyelids.
if Olivia Rodrigo wins in the big 4, she'll be the youngest artist to win all 4 and dethrone Billie Eilish.
If anyone,
which I'm here for,
ruled my 2021, I guess /2021, it was Olivia. Like, she was there.
Yeah.
She got me with those driver's license
I drove alone past your street all the time.
all the time. You're not a cheater, but you're still
You and producer Chad, I would drive alone past your streets all the time.
she got deja
You're
vu.
still a traitor? I mean, come on.
Good for you. I think we just did all. I can't remember any of those.
One of my favorite SNL skits was when the guy from Bridgerton,
Reggie St. John.
yeah, when he did the
Bar.
driver's license, yeah, and they were all playing pool in the bar, and they're like, "Oh, this is my jam,"
Yep.
and they had to stop, and they all went and sang about the pool table. I was like, "Yes, Mama," to quote CJ.
That was good.
Driver's license was the biggest song. Like,
It was. If it doesn't win Song of the Year,
If you were a teen going through a breakup, or just anyone going through a breakup, and you weren't crying in your car to that song,
Hello, Mama.
where were you, Mama?
I think there were 50 and 60-year-olds who felt that. Like, I
At
think
retirement home, they were like, Play it on the piano, girl.
It transcended age, I think. I really
Almost 40 right here, Mama, driving down the roads. Hello.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, and I hope that the other thing that I think why we didn't love a lot of the award shows last year too is like remember at the Emmys
There was no music.
and even like at the Emmys, remember like Zendaya won Best Actress in a Drama, and she had to accept it via fucking Zoom in her home with her family.
Oh my God.
So like, because COVID was ramped up again, so like people were like, no, I want to film my movie, so I can't go to this award show.
And Kelly did that whole Billboard Awards like in a room, and then everyone like swirled around her.
And like I was even watching parts of
Was it Schitt's Creek at the Emmys? They all had their own little private table.
Everyone did, because they were like, unless you were like, it felt weird and it didn't feel normal.
Well, since you said Zendaya, though, also, so 2 shows. So, and Just Like That is premiering, the Sex and the City reboot, but also Euphoria on HBO Max season 2 is premiering in January, and Zendaya stars in that. So if you're looking for a new show,
You watched Euphoria?
I watched season 1 and I really liked it.
And also Spider-Man No Way Home, starring Zendaya.
No, it doesn't star Zendaya. Dune. That was a fucking trap.
Because she was in the very end.
I got
Post
trapped.
credits, basically.
I got roped into watching Dune, which is like 4 fucking hours.
Did it get
with
nominated?
the appeal that Zendaya was in it.
Do we have any
Spoiler
nominations
alert,
for that?
she's in the last 5 minutes of a 4-hour movie.
And she's wearing contacts.
Oh, she plays like such a druggie in Euphoria.
You know how I think a couple episodes ago we were talking about who would be like the new upcoming stars of tomorrow.
Zendaya.
Zendaya is everywhere.
Zendaya. In her red carpet looks, girl understands.
And then she's
the
dating that little hobbit.
No,
his name
he's
is
shorter than her.
Tom.
She's dating Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
Nobody
Who's gonna
cares.
play Fred Astaire in the new
He's
biopic.
got the dance experience, Mama.
Yeah, here for it. Eric, let me tell you this. So in the new Spider-Man movie, they're like fucking rebooting it so hard.
How many Spider-Man movies can we have?
You only need this reboot.
This is your favorite one because Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be in it. Okay, ready?
Toby was busy.
Tobey Maguire's going to be in it.
Taylor's not in it, but still.
Andrew Garfield.
Do they have a scar? Oh, they're all the Spider-Mans.
Yes. Welcome to the multiverse.
Rupert Grayson in it too.
Rumor has it.
Maybe. Who knows? But okay, one other thing that I watched on Netflix that I really, really loved, it was because it had Andrew Garfield in it. It was Tick, Tick, Boom. It's a musical, Eric. Sorry.
I'm out.
Vince, hello.
But so
Jonathan
If you hear the song Tick, 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 Boom.
Yeah,
525,000.
but I will just say, if you are a fan of Rent, and if you enjoy Rent, you should really, really go on to Netflix and watch Tick, Tick, Boom.
It's so good.
So it's
so good.
It's the musical that the guy who wrote Rent, Jonathan Larson. It's the musical he wrote right before Rent, and it wasn't as big as Rent. Clearly,
I'm not a fan of Rent.
Oh, then you wouldn't like
except
this
the
at all.
one song, the 525,000. But that's
But it is. I cried.
Because I just don't like musicals. I don't get it. I was never a Gleek. I don't get how you just burst into song when you're walking down and like nobody's and like, hey, dumbass, I'm trying to study. Shut up. Like,
hello.
It's you know what? And all of a sudden, it makes sense why they thought he could pass for marrying a woman.
This again.
Because any self-respecting gay,
I can't believe,
and yet,
I can't believe you've never walked down the street.
And yet, 5 years ago on this very date, I got engaged to a man. You need to stop living in the past. Come out of the closet. Come into the light, Josh.
So come on and burst out in the song and
I
dance.
was out of the closet before you.
I know, and you're still waiting 2 years until you marry that man.
This was so awkward.
Yeah. Eric, have another drink.
Hello.
I need another refill on my wine.
Yeah. I feel bad for you.
I've had 2 weddings.
This is awkward.
Tick, tick, boom.
Oh my God. Moving on.
That's all I got.
That's all you have?
No, I have more wine.
I have refused to
I'm
believe.
so checked out on the musicals.
Are we still talking about musicals? I mean, I could do it for a while, but
well, that's a whole other episode. It's a whole other day. I think that's how we leave today. We'll force Eric to watch some musical. Over
No, they will not force me. I will not watch the Marvels. I will not.
You're
going to
watch the Marvels, and you're gonna watch the Christmas.
We'll watch some Housewives.
Yes.
I think you've watched one Housewives in all the years we've been friends, and it was the Potomac. And the only thing you picked up was like her husband's gay.
Which, spoiler alert,
he's gay.
Eric was like, well, honestly, like he did, like he's being accused of like jerking off one of the cameramen. I was like, well,
he slapped one of the cameraman's ass.
Okay,
it's not the same thing.
Tomato.
Does he have an OnlyFans for that?
Vodka potato. I mean, it's all the same. But, you know, we should do a switcheroo. We'll watch 2 episodes of a Housewives, and you have to watch 1 Marvel movie. That's the same amount of time.
I'm fine with that. I'll buy tickets to No Way Home right now.
The 3 of us, we should do
my
it.
God.
How many movies do I have to watch before I go look at it?
All right, listeners, we're going to put this on the podcast, and I'm going to post a poll on our social media after this episode comes up. I'm going to give it, after we post the episode 24 hours later, I'm going to post a poll, and you all have to let us know if Eric should have to go watch a Marvel movie with us. And in return, we will go watch whatever fucking housewife of Eric's choosing,
and we'll
of the exact same amount of time.
We'll do some live streams too.
Yeah, if we can,
on our Facebook channel,
if producer Chad can figure that out, we will do it.
No.
But we're doing this.
We'll just do it.
We're taking it to the streets.
We'll do it on our Facebook channel. It's
Also
fine.
Not paying for my ticket for that movie.
I'll pay for it.
We'll split that. Yeah,
Mama, I'm not poor.
Yeah, I'm an AMC Perks member. All right. So yes. Oh, I hope you listen to this whole episode and you're here for this.
And then we can do like a Marvel like hot house husbands like poll too as well.
I'm always about rating the Marvel hot guys.
Yeah. Oh, we love rating people. Turns out we're really good at judging. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for going on this journey with us. Eric's out of wine.
I'm out.
So I think this is a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned to our social media channels for the poll coming soon. And the best way to say that you like us is to rate, review, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a coworker, share with a family member. We love you all so much. And until next time,
Bye.